Good morning. It is Shermel. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Again, I wanted to come to share another word of encouragement as I so desire to do so. This morning, I was reading a passage of scripture in the book of Matthew, and Jesus was sending out his 12 disciples to the nation of Israel. And he gave them the charge to heal the sick and raise the dead and cast out demons. And he warned them that as they were doing this, that there were going to be some people that didn't quite like what they were doing, because they were proclaiming Jesus. They were doing the works of Jesus. And so, because as a result, that they would drag them over to the city. To the civil judges to be tried, to be charged for proclaiming the gospel of Jesus, for doing the works of Jesus. And so, what Jesus told them was to don't worry when this happens. He warned them, don't worry when this happens, because they will be doing us a favor by providing a platform for you to even preach the gospel even far greater and reach a greater magnitude of people. And so it just made me think about how oftentimes in life we will look at situations or circumstances in our lives that seem bad. I mean, who wants to go before a judge? Who wants to be dragged into court for doing something? I mean, that's not a great experience. But Jesus told them, don't worry, because it's a favor. It's going to provide a platform for you to reach far more people than you would ever be able to reach had this not happened. And so that happens to us a lot in our lives. We are faced with situations that don't look so good. They don't look like they're promising. Sometimes they're painful and things like that. But we have to be able to shift our mindset, change our perspective. We talk a lot about how we perceive things. It's all about how we perceive. It's all about our perception. And it's so true and relevant in a situation as such, because you can either look at it as something totally bad, or you can look at it as an opportunity. And so when we're faced with these situations, we have to ask ourselves, what could become of this? What is the opportunity that can become of this situation that I'm facing? In 2009, I was terminated from my employment from my employer after being there for 10 years. And I just remember, there was one of two things I could have done. I either could have, taken it and, made a fuss about it, because what they terminated me for was really not valid. I could have made a big stink about it. I could have went into depression. I could have, went into this whole woe is me type of thing. But what I did was I saw it as an opportunity for me to pursue higher level education at a more accelerated pace, because I was working full time. I was a mother of three. I had a household to take care of. And so I was attending school, but I was doing it at snail pace, because I only had so much time in a day to be able to dedicate to schooling. But when I got terminated, I immediately, like the next day, I went and enrolled myself in school full time. And so I wind up getting my undergrad degree, my bachelor's degree, in a year, which probably would have taken me 3 years had I continued on the pace that I was when I was working. And so I just wanted to encourage you today that when you are faced with situations and circumstances in your life, don't immediately jump to the bad, don't immediately jump to the negative, but take some time to find out what is the opportunity. The Bible tells us that God takes everything that's meant for evil and he turns it into good. And I so believe that. We just have to be open to finding out what the good is in every situation and in every circumstance. What that entails is having a perspective change, a change in perspective, changing your thoughts from negativity to positive. It's so easy to be a negative individual because we're engulfed around it. Our society is negative, and when you turn on the TV, that's all you see is negativity. So it's so easy to be negative. But what about being positive? I think that when we have positive thoughts and we have positive mindsets, so much more can be accomplished because we then don't get stuck in the whirlwind, in the cycle of negativity, which then can lead to depression, which then can lead to different types of addictions, whether it be alcohol, whether it be drugs, whether it be food. It's just not a good outcome when you have a positive outlook on life. And so I just wanted to share that with you. When you are facing situations, when you're facing circumstances, don't immediately jump to the negative, but take some time. Find out what the opportunity is, because opportunity is always knocking. You may have just ended a relationship, or even, whether it be intimate, whether it be friend, whether it be a business relationship. No one, ending a relationship is not always the easiest thing to do. But what I would encourage you to do is find the opportunity. Maybe it's an opportunity for you to meet someone else that can, take you to a far greater place, like the disciples. Maybe the level of impact, or even the level of which you are pursuing, is at a standstill. And so you need to end that relationship in order to meet someone new, to make space for someone else to come in that can take you even further. Or maybe you're just spending so much time in this relationship that you haven't taken the time to take care of self, because I know that's so easy to do, that it's easy for us to invest our time in our relationships and other people, and then we don't take the time to invest in ourselves. So I challenge you today, if there is a situation or a circumstance that maybe perhaps you feel as if it's not good, it's not a good situation. Take some time and find out what opportunity is knocking, because I guarantee you it is. And the question will be, will you answer? All right. Have a great day. Thank you.